Hi, thank you for joining me. My name is Liz, and this is my movement channel, Movement with Liz. Today, we're going to do a Yin Yoga practice for the hips. So if you do have a yoga block, which I am sitting on mine, grab that. Otherwise, any kind of bolster or cushion, or even a book. If you don't have a bolster, I'm sure you've got a cushion though from your bed or your couch. So just grabbing something that you will be able to use as we get into the practice. To begin, start sitting up nice and tall. Just make sure the spine can be long, the shoulders can be relaxed. And if it feels comfortable, closing the eyes down. We will begin with a box breathing practice. But first, just allow yourself to settle into your space wherever you are. And as you can see with me, I'm in my home gym. So wherever you are, you might be in your office, you might be in your bedroom, in your lounge room. Start to focus on a smooth rhythm of breath. Breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. Doing that again, in through the nose, out of the mouth. If you'd like to let a little sigh out, feel free. We'll do that one more time, breathing in, breathing out. You might hear some snoring. That's Aria next to me. She's decided to hang out today. Our box breathing practice will be a 4-count inhale, 4-count hold, 4-count exhale, 4-count hold. I'm going to do 10 rounds. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, breathing at your own natural rhythm and making sure that when you're doing the breath in and out, that you're breathing in and out through the nose. So find nice long spine, shoulders relaxed, chin slightly tucked. And take a clearing breath to begin, breathing in, breathing out. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, hold, out, hold, 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 in, hold, out, hold. Last round. In, hold, out, hold. Coming back into your natural rhythm of breath. And just take a little check-in with how you feel now after that practice, that short breath practice. Hopefully feeling a little more relaxed. Really great way to help yourself relax. You can even use that to bring focus and concentration in. Our first shape will be supported bridge. So you're either using your block, if you have one handy, a book or some kind of bolster or cushion. It's going to lay down onto your back. Bring the feet to the floor with the knees bent. You're going to lift the hips up and place the support underneath your hips. So you'll have your lower back area, and then you have this flat bony part called your sacrum. You want to place it somewhere around there. And just take some time to find a spot that allows you to relax as much as you can. And this is one of the main focuses of our yin practice, is we want to be as passive as possible. Once you've found that position, do a little scan through the body. Maybe the shoulders are holding extra tension. Just let them relax. Maybe it's the muscles around the eyes. You might be clenching the teeth. As much as you can, letting your body sink down into the ground and letting the hips relax down into the support. So we'll be holding for about 3 minutes. And close the eyes down. We want to give the mind something to do. So you can focus on your breathing, making the breath nice and smooth. You can focus on what you feel happening from the effects of the shape. So you might feel sensation around the area where the support is. You may feel sensations in any other area of your body. And with yin, it's this really simple principle of paying attention to what's happening in your body. If you'd like to take the shape a little further, you can lengthen your legs out one by one. If there's too much sensation now, we want to pull back a little bit. And then the next option is to take the arms up overhead. So if you're doing this at home or at work, there's going to be sounds around you. It's just inevitable. Maybe there's children or dogs. Just if the mind wanders, coming back into the breath and into your body. Take 3 more breaths. Once you've taken those 3 breaths, very slowly making your way out of the shape. If you lengthen the legs out one by one, bring the feet back to the mat. Bring the arms back down. Gently lift the hips, remove the support. And between our yin shapes, there's always free movement or free stillness time. Listening into your body, it'll communicate with you what it needs. You might need to reverse the curve through the spine there a little, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Or maybe laying flat with the arms and the legs out long. Just doing what you feel your body needs in the moment. Of course, if you need some water, grabbing yourself some water. Coming up to your hands and knees. Our next shape is going to be dragon. This is possibly one of my favorite yin shapes. Favorite but least favorite, a love-hate relationship with it. So you're gonna come to the hands and knees. We're gonna start by bringing the right foot around near the outside of the right hand, and the left knee is gonna go back just as far so you can start to feel some sensation there through the front of the left hip. You may need some support underneath the left knee, adding a cushion, a blanket, or even some kind of just soft something that you can support the knee with. With the hands, bringing them directly underneath your shoulders. Now, I did say before that with our yin practice, we want to be as passive as we can. There are some shapes though that do require some effort, and this is one of them. So some effort from the upper body, pressing down into the ground through the palms, so we can keep the arms active to hold our body up. Let's roll the shoulders away from the ears. And we want to be as passive as we can through the lower body. So think about letting the hip or the hips sink down towards the ground. This can be quite an intense shape. Breathing nice and smoothly, keeping that focus on the breath. And a really great way to let the body know that it's safe is to extend the exhale. So breathing in through the nose, maybe for a count of 3 or 4. And breathing out either through the nose or the mouth for a count of either 4 or 5 or longer. You might feel lots of sensations here, depending on what's going on in your body. We never want to feel pain or risky type pain. So So if that is there, change something in the shape. It may mean completely resetting and maybe not coming into it quite as deep. There's a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of pulling sensations through the tissue. I'm going to invite you just to stay, breathe, just experience what's there. You can guide the breath to any really strong sensation areas. Take 3 more nice smooth breaths in and out. Very slowly make your way out of the shape. Just knowing that there's a lot happening as we hold the shape, a lot happening as we come out of the shape. That area gets flooded with some fresh energy. I find coming into plank helps for a little bit, or just helps ease off that sensation. Maybe for you it's a downward facing dog or a child's pose, or even just coming and sitting up. Just take a little moment. And then the inevitable, what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So making your way down, lining the wrists underneath the shoulders, bringing the left foot around the outside of the left hand. Take the right knee back just until you feel that line of pull or sensation there through the front of the hip. You may even be feeling a lot through this side as well, maybe around through the glute or even the inner thigh. Just again, depending on what's happening in your body. Finding that connection to your breath. And then coming into this side with fresh eyes or with a fresh mind, not comparing it to the other side. Just having your own experience with the separate sides. And just knowing that you may have to have a different option on this side as well. Maybe less mobility or movement. Maybe there's a little bit more, it might feel less intense or more intense. Just noticing that. You can use that tool of extending the exhale. It doesn't have to be by much, 1 or 2 seconds is enough. Take 3 more breaths in and out. Pardon me. And then very slowly making your way out of the shape. Again, taking whatever movement you feel your body needs. And then when you're ready, coming to a seated position. Our next shape will be butterfly. So sitting down onto your buttocks, take a little wriggle, bring the feet out in front. And with our yin shapes, with our butterfly position, we're generally having the feet further away from our groin area. I know traditionally we can bring them in, and if that's where it feels good for you, you can bring them closer to your groin. But traditionally we want them further away from our groin. You might need some support underneath the knees, adding either a couple of cushions or bolsters. Now the invitation may arise for you to fold forward, so if that happens, allow that to happen. This may be where you're at though, and that's okay. So we are never forcing the body into a position or a shape. We always just work with our body and just let it be as it is for that day. If you are getting the invitation though to fold forward, lengthen the spine first, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, start to fold forward, and all we need to do is come as far as that first sign of sensation. So it can be really kind of hard to hold back. We want to go all the way, but with yin, less is more. So we come to that first sign of sensation. We want to relax as much as we can. And that's a sign that you've gone too far as well. If you can't relax, if you can't breathe properly, you've gone that little bit too far. You can also bring a block or some support to the forehead if you'd like to rest the forehead down. And just take yourself through that little checklist of breathing nice and smoothly, finding that connection first. And then seeing how much you can focus on what's happening within your body. So what sensations do you feel? Where do you feel them? And that is the beauty of yin. It's pretty simple, but really complex with what is happening in our system. But all we have to do is allow ourselves to relax enough. Focus on our breathing, focus on sensation. The mind will wander, that's natural. When you notice that, bringing it back into your inner domain. And you may get the invitation as you hold to take the shape deeper. And the breath will allow that. So again, if you can breathe smoothly, it doesn't force you to tense up, then go deeper. Otherwise, holding the position that you're in, take 3 more breaths. Once you've taken those 3 breaths, slowly pressing yourself back up. Again, free movement, free stillness, whatever the body is asking for. We'll come down onto our back. Going to come into a spinal twist. So bring the feet down to the floor, just gently lift the hips, take them across to the right side. Let the knees drop down to the left side. You can reach the arms out long, just keeping the arms a little bit lower than your shoulder joints. And then with the head, just wherever it feels comfortable, it might feel nice to look over the right shoulder. It might feel better just facing the ceiling or the sky. Or it may even feel better looking to the left side. So just finding what feels comfortable. Seeing if you can let the body or let all the muscles fully relax around your bones, sinking down into the ground. How much can you let go? Keep that focus on the breath. You can focus it to the top rib cage if you like. So as you breathe in, feeling that expansion. And as you breathe out, letting everything go, relaxing that little bit more. Take 3 more breaths. Very slowly unwind yourself, bringing everything back to the mat. Maybe hug the knees in towards the chest or bring the feet wide and the knees together. whatever feels good. So we are holding these shapes for about 3 minutes, but you can hold them for as long as you like. So anywhere between 3 to even 20 minutes if you've got the time, even just doing one yin shape, letting the body relax down into that as much as you can for as long as you can is going to be amazing. So we'll move to the other side. So again, feet come back to the floor, let the hips go to the left side, knees come down to the right, reaching the arms out, finding the position on the other side. Remembering that it's not the first side that you've done, so it most likely will feel different. It may have to look different. It's more being able to let yourself just experience what's happening. Breathing into that top rib cage, letting everything relax down. Scanning through the body, feeling into the sensations that are there. Taking 3 more breaths. Once you've taken those 3 breaths, making your way back through to center, taking any last little movements that you feel the body needs, maybe taking a big stretch out or moving the knees from side to side in a windshield wiper way. If you have blankets or socks or a jumper or a hoodie that you'd like to put on, doing that now. And then letting yourself come down to rest. Just knowing that now there's no need to focus on your breathing. It will happen naturally. There's no need to focus on sensations. Just letting yourself be, soaking up the practice. Start to breathe a little deeper. Start to add some movement back into your body, wriggling the fingers, wriggling the toes. Maybe take a big stretch. And then just taking your time, gently adding that movement back in. Making your way up to a seated position. Again, finding that nice long spine, sitting up nice and tall, letting everything relax down around the bones, relaxing the face. Checking in with how you feel now after your yin practice. So if you feel like maybe there's some more space through your hips, through your spine, in your mind. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, and I will see you next time.